Hi, this is rha-kera Barney Sutton, owner of the Hair Hotline, and this is Question of the Week. This is our third podcast for questions that we get that we are going to answer with you in mind. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on Kiki oil before I tell you one of the questions that I always get. Kiki oil is a vegan hair follicle stimulation oil that helps balance out the hormones in the scalp area to produce more hair growth, increase thickness, maintain moisture, decrease extreme shedding and hair loss. It also helps maintain moisture. It's very lightweight and more. Now, Kiki oil is made with all natural oils, including jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, and fragrance with orange oil. I can't tell you everything else that's in there. Now, one of the questions that I always get about Kiki oil is, let's go with two questions. Does it work and does it help people with alopecia? Now, Kiki oil does work. This is what I always tell people, but Kiki oil, along with any other product that helps you with hair growth, it is not going to work unless the hair follicle is open and alive. So this person asked, okay, well, what does it mean if the hair follicle is open and alive? The hair follicle, in order to produce more hair growth and in order to nourish the papilla or the root of the hair, it has to be alive. So although the hair strand itself is not alive, the actual hair follicle is. Now, in order to know 100% whether the hair follicle is open and alive, you have to go see a dermatologist. What they'll do is they'll give you a biopsy of the area and they analyze it to see if the follicles are still open and alive. Now, that's one way you can do it, and that's how you know 100% for sure. Another way you can do if you don't want to go to the doctor, you don't want to do the biopsy, is you can try the Kiki oil. You put it on every day. It's non-comedogenic, meaning it's never going to clog your pores. And you put it in the area, either spray it directly in your hand or you spray it directly on the area, massage it in, and then you wait. You should see results within 3 to 4 weeks. I always recommend people take a picture the first day before they use it, 3 weeks after, and then 4 weeks after. Now, if you see any sort of difference, meaning a difference can be one strand of hair where there was no hair growing at all, or it can mean that you're getting a bush where there was no hair at all. It all depends on your hair's growth cycle. But any sort of difference will allow you to know that the hair follicles are still open and alive. Now, if you are impatient, then just go to the dermatologist and they'll be able to tell you quicker than the 3 to 4 weeks that you would have to wait for the oil. The less invasive option is to try the oil and see if it works. Now, if you have any other questions about Kiki oil, please go to thehairhotline.com and ask any questions that you have about Kiki oil. Again, this is rha-kera Barney Sutton, and this is our question of the week. This week, we talked about Kiki oil. Don't forget, we are on all social media at The Hair Hotline and Pinterest at Hair Hotline. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube, where you can catch this podcast and other podcasts and all other videos. You can also check us out on thehairhotline.com for all your hair care education, in addition to any hair care supplies that you may need. Again, this is rha-kera Barney Sutton, and I thank you so much for listening.